What's going on, everybody? Travis Caldwell, Blue Demon Welding Products, down here at the Outlaw Worldwide Studio in beautiful Houston. And today our guest is the one, the only, John King. John, thank you for being here for us, helping us launch this show. How you doing, man?
Doing fine. Glad to be here. Glad to be a part of this, man.
I got you. How long did it take you to get over here today?
It's just like 45 minutes.
No, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. So, John, I know you've done a million interviews left and right. You're always on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm sure you're on the Walmart Super Center store sometimes posting stuff. I don't know. You're all over the place and going a million miles an hour.
Yeah.
And you have two companies. You have JK Welding and you have Trails West, right?
Right.
Now, can you just give us some background on JK there? What y'all got going on there?
JK, as far as going on, what like projects we're doing today?
Well, like what JK Welding is as a company.
We feel as though that we are the Navy SEALs. We are the Avengers of the welding world. We like coming to the rescue to the people who need help and not sure exactly what they need.
Right.
But at the same time, we want the biggest, loudest project that no one else wants. Okay. But at the same time, we also generate and help, provide welding for piping, structural, plate processing, that kind of stuff there. So we have a wide variety of projects that we will do, we love to do, from aluminum to stainless, because we do have an aluminum stainless segregated, environmentally controlled TIG room, which a lot of people don't have. So we're very proud of that. But we also do a lot of field welding. We do a lot of pipe welding, art pieces, just, man, you name it, we do it. We do it all.
I got you. So it sounds like aerospace would come into your shop, ask for a job to be done, you can handle it at the same time.
Right.
McDonald's could walk in there and say, hey, we need a new light pole installed in the parking lot. So,
right.
I mean, you're just a jack of all trades at your own shop.
Yeah,
there,
I think if you put Monster Garage, Orange County Choppers, Jesse James, and Gas Monkey all together in one little room, that's probably about it.
I got you. And then Trails West, what's that one about?
Trails West Skate Company has been around for 30 years. I bought it and purchased it a little over a year and a half ago. When I bought it, it didn't have any work hardly at all. The lady that I bought it from was 72 years old. She wanted to retire. She only wanted to sell the company to me and me only. In her words, is because she loved the way I handled myself, the way I treated employees and treated the customers, and the eye I had for art, for metalworking. So I bought the company from her and hired some people and really got it up where it needed to be as far as websites, social media, followers, getting some attention to the company and attending different expos and conventions. And they design and create and manufacture custom gates, mainly for ranches,
right? Small
ranch to large ranches. And we do a lot of artwork. We do a lot of work in as far as gates, entry gates, exit gates, like for zoos and just different environments for different aspects,
I got you. So how much experience do you have in this industry?
I started welding in 1990.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm showing my age to you.
I got you. Yeah. So, I was almost born in 1990.
Yeah. So almost 31 years.
I got you. Awesome. So you started welding then. What were you welding then? What were you doing?
I cut my teeth on welding boiler tubes.
Okay.
And welding stainless steel for refractory anchors.
Okay.
If anyone doesn't know what refractory is, that's insulated cement or insulation that you put inside boilers at different plants, chemical plants, paper mills, and stuff like that. That's what I did my first 4 to 5 years, was welding boiler tubes and putting all different types of refractory into these boilers in furnaces.
Right. I got you. So you were doing that for your first 4 or 5 years. When did JK Welding as a company come around?
So after 4 or 5 years of and I'll take the long way around to answer the question, but 4 or 5 years of doing refractory, and then 2 years of being a licensed air-conditioned mechanic for Pasadena School District, which is not too far from here.
Yeah.
Then after that, I went to work for Cameron Iron. That's a street name now, I guess, because it's called Wyman Gordon. It's over off 290 in northwest part of Houston.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
my neck of the woods.
Welder there, a head lead welder there for many years, almost 9 years. But the last year and a half of my 9-year career at Wyman Gordon on 290 is when I started developing the fact that I had a habit that I had to pay for, and my habit is hunting and fishing.
It's a very expensive habit.
Since my wife at the time we couldn't work, I had to find a way to support my habit, and so I started doing welding on the side. So JK Welding was generated part-time late 2003. I turned my notice in and quit May 1st, 2005, my full-time job. And at that day is when it transitioned into JK Welding going full-time.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So we're not too far from the anniversary date. We're just a little less than a month away from 16 years.
Getting it and going strong,
Getting
obviously.
it going strong,
So-
ain't looking back.
So now, like, whenever JK started, was that in your garage? Were you in the Walmart parking lot welding stuff
No.
together?
Not both.
Both? Okay.
I'd weld in any parking lot,
Yeah.
If anybody had money to pay me some dead presidents, I'd weld anywhere.
Absolutely.
And if they didn't have a job, I'd go find a job.
Right.
But I was welding out of my garage, and it would take me 45 minutes to get every damn thing out of the garage to work on
Just to have the
something.
space available.
Then I got me a little shop. Then I got a bigger shop, and now I got a real big shop.
Yeah. When did you get the shop that you're in now?
The one I have in now is 2 buildings there. I originally I bought that property in 2012,
Mm-hmm.
and we started building on it 2011. We started building on it in 2012. So I've been in the building that we're at now, which is on FM 529 in Cypress, Texas. We've been at that facility and that location for about 9 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So you have all these different businesses going on, and I know you donate to you have competitions all the time going on social media. You're helping the young welders coming up. You have giveaways. You're giving away huge welding machines, welding goods, all that stuff. You're always at all the high school welding competitions I go to, posted up there in the corner. What drives you to do that day in and day out, 24/7? You're everywhere.
Yeah. Well, I like being everywhere. I like being known to the guy who's there that's going to help the next person, the next kid, the next teenager, the next high school kid who needs help. The reason why, there's a lot of reasons and ways I can answer that. And one of them is because I didn't have that when I was a kid. I didn't go to school. And it's so grateful to know that all these teachers spend so much time with these kids trying to learn, to help them learn and try to get them down the right path of learning welding and understanding the how material works and how steel works and how to work the steel and how to become a good welder. I just like supporting that for so many reasons, because it just wasn't around when I was coming up, and it's a great cause and it's a great thing for all these teachers to be helping out. I just like joining in with the team, and the kids kind of look up to me as kind of a mentor these days, and it's a great feeling to have that, to know that all the things that I did that were so small along the way have turned into something really big now. Right. And that is such a great feeling.
Oh, absolutely.
Those kids out. Yeah.
So helping out with the kids, being there for them, that support system, as much as you can do for it. What started you like in this business that gave you the drive to start out, working when you first did back in the 90s to where you are today? What inspired you to achieve that level of?
Well, when I was first married and I was unfortunately getting a divorce like some of us do, and I had a dream, man. I said, I told my wife, I got hands of skill here. I want to show the world what I have, and I can't show anybody what I have and what's in my mind and what I can do in the craft and the skill that I have. I can't be throwing down no badass welds and be throwing all these creative ideas that I have, man. Working a full-time job over here on 290 at a manufacturing plant, I'm never going to get recognized. I'm never going to show anybody my talent, my drive, my charisma, my creativity, my hustle, everything. And so that's why I left my full-time job to do all that, to show the world and hopefully show everyone that can see everything that I can do and the creativeness, and that's what drives me is being the one or being the guy and being the company behind me with the people that are behind the company that help push things in the way and the perspective that I do, to be recognized as, dude, these dudes are the Avengers of the welding world. These are some bad dudes, man. We will weld and fabricate and do anything you want us to do at any time. Hell, we'll mow your yard if you want us to.
At the same time,
we don't
give you some dead presents. You'll take care of it.
We don't care. We'll do anything, anytime, anywhere.
I gotcha.
Yeah, that's our attitude.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, say you're a welder, probably have some experience and you're out there. And what are some traits that you're looking at in a welder coming into the job force that they should have looking for a job?
A lot of the guys that we interview here on this YouTube channel, along with a lot of other podcasts and a lot of other guys that I hang out with, would answer probably the same way that I would, and represent themselves in the same way everyone else should represent themselves. Is what I'm looking for. First of all, somebody who's respectful, somebody who shows up on time, somebody that is creative. You know, if you're not creative, get creative. You know, think outside the box. It's just those simple characters, and you ain't even got to be a welder to withhold those type of traits. You know, but those are the main ones: is having hustle, showing you're part of the team, showing up on time. And I don't mean we start at 7 o'clock. You need to get there at 7 o'clock. No, you need to get there a little early. You know, you need to get there 15 till to show that you have some skin in the game, to show that you have some character. You care. You're part of the team. So those are the main characters or characteristics, I should say, that I'm looking for in someone to help join our team. And if they have the skill set along with all of that, man, that's just A plus, man. That's a home run. I got you.
Yep. Very good skills.
And you can tell a lot of that from someone by the shake of their hand, the look in their eye, and how they're dressed, and just show the first day or two, you can tell someone's characterism real quick. And you got to treat those guys right. You got to pay them well, treat them well. You ain't got to baby them, but you got to treat them well. You know, just treat them with respect. That's why I have so many guys that have worked for me for so long now. Remember, we're about only 15-year-old company, and I got guys been with me for 12 years.
Right, you know? I got you.
So that says a lot in itself, right there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, John. So, what are some projects that come to your mind that JK has produced that you say, yes, that is a product of mine, and that I'm extremely proud of?
Well, if we got just a minute, I'd like to roll through a couple of them because I mean, one comes to mind, but then another one, then another one, and another one. It's just like craziness, you know. Like I want to take the time to, you know, talk about them all, but of course we don't have time. So, you know, we built a 50-foot cross that weighed over 34,000 pounds for a church in Katy. That's the most recent project we've done. We designed and built the pirate ship for Royal Caribbean, and that's over in the Bahamas on a private island. You know, we rebuilt the battleship of Texas 7 years ago. Kemah Boardwalk in Kemah, we put all that back after Hurricane Ike. There's just so many of them. The Ring and Singing Tree, it's in Austin, which is the world's largest wind chime, is here in Austin, Texas. It's only like 3 hours from this studio, and that's something that we built, 4 or 5 years ago. That is just an amazing piece of art, you know. But there's so many projects.
Now, what are the dimensions on that, though, being the world's largest wind chime?
So it's about 23 feet tall. Took over 3,000 feet of pipe. The pipe wall thickness varies. The schedule varies from thick to thin, from bottom to top.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's about 28 foot long.
Now, what type of science had to go into that to think, you know, this pipe thickness will make this exact note, or this one?
Well, we actually had drawings.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was constructed. So there's one in Saudi Arabia and there's one in Great Britain. So there's two already constructed. This is the only one in the United States.
Oh, okay, I got you.
The guy actually called me and goes, "Hey, you're my 9th weld shop to call. I hope you can help me." I said, "I can help you." He goes, "You don't know what the hell I want." I said, "Sir, it don't matter. I'll build anything." And so he says, "Well, if you're sure you can do this project, then I'll fly 2 people from the UK, and I'll come to your office tomorrow with a check and drawings with these people, and then we'll meet and we'll go from there." And I said, "Well, that sounds great. You better hurry up because I leave at 3 o'clock."
That's how you conduct business, right there.
You know what? After 4 months of building it, and he shook my hand and told me thank you and gave us one of the best reviews on Google that we have.
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way, we have over 68 Google reviews, unlike any other weld shop around. So we're very proud of that. But the man shook my hand and he says, "You know what? I wanted to ask you something." I said, "What you got?" And he says, "Do you have any idea why I gave you this job?" I said, "Man, I don't know. Tell me why." He says, "Your confidence and the way you answered the phone. When you told me it don't matter what you want, I'll build anything. That's why I gave you the job." And I got chills right now talking about it. And that's the God honest truth, everybody. Right. That's the God honest truth. So yeah, that's a good feeling.
Awesome. Hey, you know what? I think we're going to wrap it up there. But thank you so much for coming out here today. Thanks, guys, for watching.
Thank you.